Listen up, Rangers! Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
And my name is Arnes.
And today we're going to be going over some other different animes. Like, we're thinking about doing Tokyo Ghoul since we had a request for it. Which, I've only got 4 episodes in so far. He's pretty much finished the series.
Yeah, both seasons. And hey, first season is amazing. We'll get into this probably next week or another week. Season 2.
Don't ruin it for me. Don't ruin it.
Boo.
And then I wanted to do JoJo's Bizarre Adventure since I got turned on to it by another YouTuber, Def to Cornbread. If you guys want to go check him out, awesome reviewer. But he hasn't watched any yet.
Hey, I had things to do. I ran quota raid 4 times.
Yeah. I had all these adult things to do, like play video games.
Yes. Don't you have adult things to do? Don't you need to go cut your grass out there? I just drove up to your house. Looks atrocious.
Like your face.
So something came in today that made our decision for us, Steve.
Yeah, because we got this bad girl right here.
Whoa, wait, that is...
What? Wait, what? You got one too? Yeah. We're doing Kill la Kill. Woo!
Finally, only took forever to get here.
Yeah, most every other YouTuber got theirs in. Us and ordering from U.S. companies. We really need to utilize PayPal more.
Yes, we do.
So today we're going to go over the epic anime that is Kill la Kill. If you guys haven't seen it, it's a pretty crazy anime overall.
Wait, who has not seen this?
Probably not many, especially if people are checking out this video.
This is where I get dark, you know. This.
How did you not see this?
How did you not see it?
Unacceptable.
That's unacceptable. Let me fight.
Every
person has not seen Steve gets abused for it. Abused. God. Unacceptable. Don't even watch this. Just go watch it. Go watch it.
We'll try to find an episode for you. We'll put it down in the description below. But essentially the anime is that Ryuko Matoi is going to the high school.
Ryuko? How do you say her name?
It's Ryuko. Not Ryoko, not like Tenchi Muyo. It's Ryuko.
Ryuko Matoi.
Yep, Matoi.
This is going to be an exciting one.
Yeah, because we're bad with names. So pretty much the beginning of the anime starts us off with Ryuko Matoi, where she goes to the Hanoji Academy, where she's trying to find the killer of her dad. Which you come to find out that at this academy they make these things called Goku uniforms, kind of like the Dragon Ball Z Goku. But what these uniforms do is they help to empower the user, which for each star is how much stronger you are wearing this outfit. So 1 star, you're pretty beastly. 2 stars, even more. 3 star, you're like Super Saiyan. So after she invades the school trying to find out which person might have actually been the killer, she comes across Kiryu and Satsuki. I think I said that right. I know her name's Satsuki.
And she gets her butt whooped by the boxing guy. She runs away to her dad's burned house. And then she meets the Getsu there. And then he pretty much undresses her and steals her body.
Yeah.
Gets up all in her business, which is a sailor suit.
Yeah, because we all love sailor suits. So she ends up finding Senketsu, gets to be awesomely overpowered in this anime, and goes on to try to find out who her killer is. With also the half a pair of scissor blade thing that can actually cut up the Goku uniforms.
What are the Goku uniforms made out of, Steve?
Life fiber.
Yeah, he knows one. Thumbs up for Stevie.
I'm sorry I forgot the first... I couldn't remember exactly what happens in the first episode. Which, we're not going to fully ruin this anime for you, because in case you haven't actually seen it, we want you to go see it.
Yes, definitely. Because there's some later on, some awesome parts, because she learns to control the whole suit.
Yeah, you imagine, because like at the beginning of the anime, she kind of getting familiar with it.
Yeah.
Especially, we're just going to get into the plot overall and what we like about the plot, or don't like about the plot. Which, personally, I love the plot of the same.
Who wouldn't like the plot?
I don't know, man. Not this person. I love the plot.
Okay.
Which, pretty much for the plot, works really well. It's actually a pretty creative anime. And with them actually, like, it's usually like these standard kind of like fighting-ish animes, where usually they get overpowered because their hair gets longer, or they're super jacked, or they have to go train to learn new special powers and stuff like this. Well, this anime is how sweet your clothes are.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
And also, the more skimpier your outfit, the more badass you're going to be. Which I can get behind.
Wait. See? She's so strong.
Exactly.
So strong.
So strong. And that's one thing I love too, is that like in the early episodes where she's like not very comfortable wearing Senketsu because he's very revealing. Yeah, she just has to get comfortable with it, because if she's not comfortable wearing them, she's not going to be able to fight effectively in them. So she has to pretty much embrace the fan service that is this outfit. And I overall really love that concept, especially since like the fan service in this anime is not really fan service to be fan service. Like in some animes like Monster Musume or like even Tenchi stuff like that, where you like get your partial booby shots, panty shots, stuff like that. Like you get in this anime, but it's not really there to be like to turn you on or anything. Like it's mainly to help kind of like move the plot along.
Yes, because that plot is so amazing when she transforms the suit. Oh man,
it's awesome. It's just like the stronger it gets, again, the more revealing it is. It's awesome.
Yes, because the more stronger she gets, the more suit absorbs inside of itself, so it gets skinnier on her and like reveals more, and it's just
Then we're getting to later plots. Another thing I really like about this anime too is that for some animes, like I'm gonna use Dragon Ball Z as a reference here, where they introduce characters and villains, and where they start like they'll introduce somebody, they get defeated, move along, or like characters start becoming irrelevant as the plot progresses. Like, say, pretty much anybody from Earth originally becomes pretty much useless in Dragon Ball Z the farther along you get, because they don't really keep up with them very well. Well, in this anime, they actually keep up with a lot of the characters, and I really enjoyed that part. For the Elite Four, I really enjoyed the majority of them too. My personal favorite out of them all is Gamagori, who's the super oversized disciplinary officer of the group.
He's the bondage guy.
He is the bondage guy. But he's just... I love him just mainly because of just how physically imposing and how you know he is there. Like, he's the most loud and boisterous of them all. He's always super into Satsuki.
See this? He's like, that's like one weird character in that show. He's like, oh, baby, bond me. The more you beat me, the stronger I become. I was like, what? And Steve was like, yes, I like that guy. That's me right there.
I'd be fine with it. I also like Ragni from Monster Musume, who's also the bondage chick. So
I think I see a pattern here, you guys.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite Elite Four?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember her name. It's the girl who plays music.
Nanan?
Yeah, because she's just like the most useless thing. Like, oh man, she plays music. Yeah, go band.
She has like a giant flying ship that she's like attached to, while also shooting music out of it.
That comes out of her like back and her head.
Yeah, just roar.
That's what makes her epic.
Which is something that's awesome about this anime, because it's super crazy and all over the place too. Which is something like for the art style is really weird. Like, because when you first start watching, you're like, that's something
weird.
different. Like, it's, I'd say more on the line of like Fooly Cooly. If you guys have seen it, like it used to play on Cartoon Network way back when they had.
Do I have to beat you again if people don't know what Fooly Cooly is?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Come on. It's a guy where stuff comes out of his forehead.
Yeah, there's like a giant robot that comes out of his forehead for fighting.
And a guitar. Awesome. And she's like...
Yeah, just awesome. And it's just crazy and all over the place, just like this anime.
So if you like Fooly Cooly, you'll like this.
Yeah, you'll probably really enjoy this anime. But it's mainly, like, the art style, like, it works really well for it, especially with the fight scenes, which is something, like... This is probably my favorite fight scenes I've had in a long time out of any anime. Because everything just works awesome. It's very fluid. You can feel the impact of things getting hit in this anime. Like, oh, it's so good.
Oh man, she gets hit a lot.
It's like every third episode of every Dragon Ball Z. It's that good. And what's nice about this anime too is that in the 25 episodes, the story is actually pretty self-contained, which is something I really like. And the way the story progresses, it keeps up at a pretty good pace, which this anime is very fast paced.
So you're telling me this isn't like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z 6-7 seasons at once a filler?
Crazy, right?
No way!
Look how satisfied in only a mere 25 episodes of this anime. Oh man,
I was
can be
satisfied
done
all the way. And the 26th OVA, just to, finish it off.
Yeah, what's nice is too is that how fast this anime feels like it goes at times, because there's like parts where the plot's just like going through the anime. What's nice about that is you don't lose interest watching this, because it's not like, oh, there's one episode that I'm just going, wah, I don't got the power to do this. Wah.
I'm gonna be Hokage.
Wah, you need to be my friend. Like, you don't get a lot of that kind of stuff, and so you're not sitting there like, man, this episode's really boring. Next, and then you get to the next episode. Oh, this is kind of boring. And then you just kind of lose interest in the anime and might stop watching it. While with this, it keeps going and everything's changing in each episode, and for each new episode, there's something really new to latch onto, which is something I can get behind.
There's a lot of comedy scenes in there too, so
Yeah, it's a really funny anime. Like, surprise, I want to say more slapstick than like actual like verbal comedy, because a lot of it's more like how the fight scenes are going and like just the inappropriateness of the outfits and stuff like that. But it's still really enjoyable in that regards. But what's also awesome about this anime too in terms of the plot is it actually has an ending. An actual ending.
So it's not like Tokyo Ghouls where he's
But stop it. And what's nice is too, because again, in these 25 episodes, it's done. You didn't need more. I hear there's an OVA. I haven't actually checked it out yet, but it's not necessary. This anime has a nice, clean ending, and I like it. God damn that.
Power of friendship saves everything, Steve! I just saved you 5 hours, Steve. 5 hours of your life.
No, I had to redo this scene because Arnes kept talking about this. I'm just going to blur it over space. You're going to see a bar. It's going to be great. Another thing I love about this anime too is all the freaking characters, which we've gone over more with Gamagori. But for like the main character, Ryuko Matoi, I love that chick. Like, for starters, I think she's actually a pretty cool looking design where they have like her black hair with like the red kind of cutting into it. Looks really cool. And also, she's not like with a lot of female characters in a lot of animes, like she's not like super well endowed or huge or just she's very imposing. Like, she's just like her normal looking girl, except with the weird gothic hair. But
until you get to this, and you're like, my God,
when did this happen?
I watched this show like 6-7 times. I'm not kidding. From beginning to the end, and I do not remember it this big. I don't.
I'm not complaining.
We'll
get into that in the official reaction review,
but man,
that's something I can really like about this anime is, again, like with these animes, they're kind of like going away from the standard tropes of a lot of these anime characters, especially with the overall design. Like, something like that really wouldn't have worked really well for the way the animation style was anyways, I wouldn't believe. Another character that, like, I adore her is Mako. Her, like, roommates, where she first meets her in class, and she's, like, kind of, like, passed out on the chair, like, kind of like Arnes for half these times I'm trying to do.
You forgot the part where she eats first. She puts up a book, eats, and then she sleeps the rest of the classroom.
Yeah, and then she's like... And the girl's like, you don't know where she gets all this energy from, because half the time you see her sleeping, eating... And then it's just like, I love how, like, too, is that in the middle of stuff where she's all like, Ryuko's like doubting herself. She's like, I don't know if I can do this. And then Mako just shows up like, hold on there, people. You can do this. I believe in you. You're awesome. I love your butt.
She probably has my third favorite suit. Something leads to something, and she gets
she gets her own little Goku uniform.
Yeah.
For at least a brief while.
And she becomes a 3-star general.
Yeah, she has like that hat with like the little straw sticking out of her mouth.
Hey you!
Hey you! And I just love like how animated she is, because again, with this art style and the way the anime is set up, she's really fast paced, which actually keeps up with the anime really well. And a lot of these other characters don't really do that as much, I feel. Because like Ryuko Matoi, pretty standard anime character for the most part, with the exception of just how the anime works. But with Mako, she's pretty much just all over the place, pretty much breaking boundaries. It's kind of like our little like Deadpool character.
Actually, that's not a bad way to look at her.
Yeah, because she's always like, just sounds like something happens, and she's like to like interject herself into this.
Every episode. Hey, that's pretty good, Steve.
Hey,
look at that. He knows what he's talking about.
And then we have who starts off as the teacher, whose name is Mikitsugi, which we're going to spoil this for you, is that he's part of this little group called Nudist Beach. We're not going to tell you what Nudist Beach is all about, so we'll let you watch the anime for that. But pretty much his introduction for the character is you meet him as the teacher. Pretty normal stuff. And you kind of like, you see him as more of a mentor character. And then, after she gets defeated, she ends up in his room, and this is where you start learning about all of that is Nudist Beach. And the character is amazing just for the sheer fact that as the scenes progress with him, he progressively loses more clothes and gets sexier and sexier as the scenes progress. Because there's just a scene where she's just like, who are you? And he's just like, you ready? And just like, slick back douchey hair, loses the glasses. And she's just like, wait, whoa, what are you going to do to me?
Oh, don't forget his nipples.
Yeah, his nipples just like glow in the light. Oh man, it's amazing.
It's hilarious. There's that one episode where he's just like, you ever seen Bruce Almighty where he just goes like this and the clothes falls off?
Yeah, essentially.
Yes, he's just like, whoosh, and he's just naked.
That's like, God, I wish I could do that and it would work. Just like randomly just sit here and just close the flap. Just, how you doing?
Here he was just like, whoosh, clothes done, hair over, and the guy was out.
And I am ready to fight. But it's just like that introduction just made me fall in love with that guy, though. It's just... I wasn't expecting it at all watching this anime, which I hate to spoil it, but it's just something I just got really behind on this anime where it's just like, nudist beach. And I was on board. And then for our main protagonist, Satsuki, she's actually pretty sweet as well, where she's very confident, very boisterous, kind of like Agamora, but where he's more like comically boisterous, where he's just like, I will do this for you, my lady. You need to sit down, shut the hell up. Well, she's just like very imposing, very leader oriented, where everybody just follows her without any second guesses.
Yeah, there's nothing to it. She says jump, and everybody say how high.
Yeah, and
it's just sweet. No questioning it.
It's just sweet to see that. And again, she's not like your more like standard looking anime character, where again it's more like you get like your big boobs, very like sexualized look. She looks more like a normal high school student for the most part until she gets the outfit. No, that's
Should I show it again, or are we going?
I think we're good. We'll save that for the toy review. But especially like with her character arc too, is that I feel like she probably has the most change throughout this entire anime.
Well, I see how you mean, like the whole plot of how they design her to be one thing, and then she will become another thing, and then it turns out to be a whole different thing. Well, like, you can't say anything without spoiling it.
Yeah, we're not going to spoil anything for you guys, but it's just throughout the entire anime, she has definitely the most character change throughout anybody. I don't want to say if it's like she like bad guy becomes good guy or bad guy gets turned into something else or blah blah blah. Yeah,
it's just something you have to watch.
Yeah, something you guys got to watch. But it's just cool to see just how much this character changes from just the normal like leader of the high school kind of character and being the main villain to our hero to what she ends up becoming. And it's just like, again, it was like a nice little twist on the anime where it's something that's really cool about this is you kind of get the feeling like way things are going to be happening in a certain order, kind of like it's pretty straightforward anime, but then it kind of turns itself on its head. And then there's like a ton more characters that we probably could be covering, but we'd be here forever. Like literally forever talking about these
This will
guys.
Go from like a 20 minutes to like 2 hours.
Yeah, because each character is nicely individualized for each person. Because like a lot of animes, you'll get like a lot of characters, but they kind of like bleed into each other, where it's just like, oh hey, this guy's just your normal standard villain, but he has like this special power. Well, in this, like each person is pretty much fighting for their own reasons, whether it be good or bad.
And each one stays in the show from beginning to the end with their certain section of the show, and that never changes, and they stay.
Yeah, because even like some characters that kind of change throughout the course of the show, they still keep their overall personality, which is not like where they like go from like, oh, I'm kind of a good guy to like hardcore bad guy, so now I gotta act and do bad things. On this, it's like, even if there's some kind of change, they still keep their overall mentality on the way they do things. And something I can really get behind. But overall, I personally love this anime. There isn't really anything I really don't like about it.
No.
Off the top of my head anyways, because it's the way the story progression goes, I really enjoy it. And it's like, you could be like, oh, I wish there was more fan service or something like that. But it's in this anime, it's not really needed. And even the fan service that's there isn't really what I would consider fan service, because a lot of it has more to do with the story than anything.
Well, overall, I mean, Steve covered everything. I honestly, I do not have any single bad thing to say about this. Like, even the ending and, like, the storyline, which I didn't honestly see it coming. Because, like, the way it ends is just different than what you would expect. So, overall, hey, they kept my interest the whole 25 episodes.
It was something that's pretty impressive overall, because there's a lot of animes, like, I'll sit there and watch them, and I'll watch them all, but it'll be like, I might need, like, a break to go through it. Because for me, there's not a whole lot of animes that I sit there and binge watch a lot of the time. Like even
watch Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, like Arnes is a little more prone to do that. Like I'll watch it like in spurts. Like I'll watch a couple of episodes. I'll go do something. Watch a couple of episodes. Oh, Kill la Kill! I literally sat there and watched all 26 episodes in a row.
You remember when that first came out? We were working. We'd go home on our lunch break and just watch the episode.
Yeah, we started watching Kill la Kill. Then when we got home from work, we'd watch and be like, "What episode did we leave off on? Sweet!" And then we just keep moving on. We never stopped for that week. It was awesome.
And then when we caught up on episode 13, it was once a week, and it was like, no.
It was like the wait. It's like Monster Musume. Like, why?
God, I can't wait for Tuesdays.
Tuesdays are awesome. Same with Fridays. I actually go with Ushio and Tora. The anime has a really awesome, unique plot. Love all the characters. It's very fast paced, which is something that's really refreshing. Because again, with it being so short, and they have so much to really go over in that 25 episodes, and I think they did it phenomenally.
Did you read a manga, Steve?
No, I haven't read the manga. Oh, that's good.
Why did you read it?
I don't read mangas usually too often.
You read Naruto manga. What the beat
The only way I knew what's going on is the anime. I'm sorry, it sucks. Like I liked the original Naruto anime, except I can't watch an English dub because. But
you're just jealous because we are fighting.
That sounds awesome. But for Shippuden, it was one of those. It was like my interest kept waning up and down. Where it's just like I stopped watching it. I was like, I'll just finish off with the manga.
It was like the stock market.
I don't like that anime. This anime just kept my interest throughout the entirety of it. But overall, I just can't stress how much I love Kill la Kill.
It's a must see, you guys. Trust me. Have to see it. No exceptions.
And if you guys have seen it, please let us know in the comment section below what you guys thought of this anime. Help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe to become a ranger today, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.